John is the owner of Podbros Network. You'll remember that we talked earlier about the recording that's happening here tonight. And it was previously given the nickname the Downriver Podfather. We certainly made us an offer we couldn't refuse when they offered to partner with us this year and do the recordings, and so we're grateful for that. We were a little bit nervous, and he made it all the way through the night. We were concerned because he's waiting for that call that says that the baby's on the way. When he is not podcasting, he's spending time with his family. When he's not spending time with his family, he's certainly podcasting. So we're lucky to still have him. He didn't get that call tonight, but it's coming really soon. Come on up and share your story.
Before we get started, I just want to say everyone did a terrific job with all their presentations, so thank you for coming on. It's been awesome. Okay, so my slideshow is not going to be full of pictures or anything fun like that because I'm a podcaster. I sit in a room and I podcast. I don't really do much else outside of that. So what is Podbros exactly? Well, we do podcasting, we do vidcasting, sometimes in front of cameras. And we also blog, and we like to help others. Our origin story starts somewhere between mid-2013. Podcasting itself has been around for a bit now, but I decided to do something about it in mid-2013 after starting something up with a friend. And then we ended up finally launching in the end of 2013, but it was a complete disaster. Everyone who says, yeah, I want to help you out with that, ends up not helping out. And I had no one to help me out with this. Originally it was my face that was behind there, but something happened, so you just get my forehead. My name's John. I actually graduated from Detroit University School of Law back in 2011, but I decided that I did not want to be a lawyer. I wanted to do something like this. And just some of the shows that we have to offer, we have a variety of different shows. I mean, we have stuff that helps with giving advice and actually really educational stuff. We have nerdy stuff, and we have pop culture as well. Some shows might be a little bit, have a variety of language on them. But I'm going to get into what is a podcast. And honestly, I decided to go with Merriam-Webster's dictionary's definition of it. And it's a program made available in digital format for automatic download over the internet. And originally, the idea of podcasting came from a guy who's really deemed the podfather, MTV VJ Adam Curry. And he's really the one behind the whole boom of it. So why podcasting? Well, online entertainment is becoming the norm. We're actually doing an event about media. And what better media than going on your phone and having it at your fingertips and checking out whatever you want there. And that's another picture that got screwed up. But it's getting bigger and bigger. We are actually seeing studies come out on it, which blows my mind. 2016, it's something that people outside of podcasting might not know about, but we're actually learning more and more about it. We've hit the 100 million listens in America mark, which when 100 million people know what it is, that means it's gone mainstream. So how do we help out on the web? We provide free content. And like I said earlier, that comes in the form of podcasting, vidcasting, and blogging. A lot of our entertainment is for promoting, helping others out. We have educational shows, and we like to network as well. And outside of the web, we actually like to cover events. We're covering this one. We like to cover some Comic-Cons. Anything in the Metro Detroit area, we like to cover. And we also like to team up with charities and organizations. Sometimes when we cover these events, we see who they are working with in terms of charities. We've helped out with the Michigan Humane Society before, some food shelters. But the biggest question is, okay, you do all this, but how do you stay afloat? And honestly, it's through advertising, sponsors, and donations. And so you try to get out there and ask people, hey, can you give us money for what we do? And then, obviously, that's kind of hard to figure out. But a bit of our future plans is to continue doing what we've been doing. We want to get out there more. We want to cover Metro Detroit. We have over 30 shows on our network right now, and that ranges from all over the world. And so we're trying to start a grassroots movement in each one of these cities to actually educate people on what podcasting is all about. So who's willing to help out podcasting? Well, obviously the listeners, especially when it comes to feedback, because now that we're a society that really thrives on online entertainment, sometimes it's hard for us to go and send that email to a podcast being like, I really liked your show. But really, podcasting is only going to go up. It's been on everyone's mind lately. One of the things that whenever someone mentions podcasting, they think, oh, did you listen to Serial? And if you haven't listened to Serial, I suggest you listen to Serial. But it's been absolutely amazing. One of the ways that I know that I'm so sure about it, and I know this kind of sounds smug, is once again we're getting into research. Why do we see podcasting going up? It actually has to do with radio. And really what we're finding is that radio, not a lot of people have radios in their home. Just in 2016, they actually asked people, how many of you have a radio? And 21% said, no, there's no radio in my house whatsoever. That's a huge chunk. That's 1 in 5 Americans saying that. So, like I said, we're trying to help. We're trying to introduce more people to podcasting. Obviously, the younger generation knows, but we're trying to get those older, the older millennials and Generation X and baby boomers. We're trying to help them out as well. So how can you help out? Well, take a listen to a podcast, and this is where I do some shameless self-promotion. You can find a variety of shows on Podbros.com to get started there, and you can download them. We're also on iTunes and Stitcher, and we plan on helping out you guys so that you can help others out by saying, hey, you know what? I'm not listening to the radio on my way to work now. I'm actually listening to these podcast things, and they're absolutely crazy. So how can we help you? There's tons of people here tonight, and I think that's absolutely great. And I know everyone has something that they want to promote or something that they want to get out there. And we are willing to help those out by either sitting down and doing interviews with them, whether it's on a podcast, whether it's on a blog, or something of that nature. We want to help you guys. We want to help Metro Detroit succeed. So how does it help your cause? Well, let's be honest, podcasting isn't exactly for every business. However, it's a great tool, and it's just another tool to use on top of things like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram to get your message out there. Plus, they're usually always free. So, some more shameless self-promotion. You can find us on Podbros. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you can also email us. Just search Podbros. Our email is thebros@podbros.com. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, and you want to talk to me maybe after the show or whatnot, I'm more than willing to help out. I'm willing to help out your cause. And this is the end of my slideshow. It's pretty original. Podbros. Podbros.com. Thank you guys so much for coming out.